Jeanette.
My name is Wendy.
And my name's Dibenhi.
And we're doing the Taylor and Maclaurin review. Okay, so this is our original setup that we use for both Maclaurin and Taylor. We have all the C's that you see are where they're centered at. The only difference is that Maclaurin doesn't have a center. And every term you go up, you bump up a derivative, you add an exponent, and your factorial.
Maclaurins are centered at 0. We use e to the x for Maclaurin. Since it has the center at 0, you don't see any C numbers. So the Maclaurin for e to the x is 1 plus x over 1 factorial plus 2x squared over 2 factorial plus x cubed over 3 factorial. Manipulations are based off of Maclaurins. We use e to the 2x to base it off of this one. Since we have a 2x instead of an x, you plug in a 2x for every x that you see. When doing manipulations, don't forget your parentheses because there's a difference between 2x squared and 2x squared.
For a Taylor, you're going to use the original setup, and it does have centers. So for this one, we're going to use e to the x centered at x equals 1. So for the first term is f of c, which is e of x, and the center is 1. So e to the first is just 1. And you keep doing that because each derivative is going to be the same for e to the x. And for every term, you bump up a derivative, an exponent, and a factorial.
Now that we've reviewed the polynomials, match them up to the right Taylor and Maclaurin setup.
Well, manipulation is easy. You're replacing the x with 2x. But Taylor and Maclaurin, I'm going to go with that.
But the Taylor goes with this one and the Maclaurin goes with this one because if you can remember, Taylors have centers other than 0 and Maclaurins always have 0, which is why you don't see a center.
Wendy, I remember a way to remember Maclaurin and manipulation. Since manipulation kind of derives from Maclaurin, I remember because they both start with M.
Part A says write the second degree and use it to find f double prime of 3. So you're going to start off with n equals 0. Don't forget the center. You'll stop there because it said second degree. Then once you simplify, you'll have it look like the original setup, and so it says f double prime of c, and the center of this one was 3, so f double prime of 3 would be 5.
We asked to approximate f of 4 using the third degree, so we're going to use the last simplification from part A and just add another term since it asked for the third degree. And then to find f of 4, you just plug in a 4 for the x's, and 4 minus 3 is 1, so every part of these terms will be 1. And to simplify it to get your answer, you would get 1 plus 3 plus 5 over 2 plus 7 over 6. And you want to leave it this way, that way once you further simplify, you won't mess up along the way.
Part C, they ask us to find f prime of x. And you use your setup you found in part B and just perform the product rule. And you should get simplified to this. This is our review, and good luck on your test.